democracy, we are indeed in a progressive popular revolution. Everyone needs to understand that. And it's even more surprising that those who are supposed to be the intellectuals who went to school can imagine that a country can develop within democracy. That's false. When you cite a single country that developed in democracy, it's not possible. Democracy is only the culmination. We inevitably go through a revolution, and we are indeed in a revolution. Those who hadn't understood it, we say it again, yes, loudly. Everyone needs to incorporate this, and our role to communicate, to explain, to make people understand what our revolution is, we will continue to play it. So, this question of democracy or libertinism, of action or expression has no place. I said it once, as much as you think you are free to speak and act, the other is also free to speak and act. And there we end up with a society of disorder. And as it happens, it fits well that we are in the midst of celebrating patriotic days. The theme is indeed order and discipline. We do not make a revolution in disorder. It's impossible. And order, we will establish order and discipline so that we can progress. Because social, economic, political, ideological reforms require order and discipline. And everyone has their role to play in this.
Our uniforms with blue helmets. But since we were under fire, the machine gunner opened fire on the vehicle and stopped it. Someone fired an RPG. The vehicle caught fire at the front. And the two people inside were calling out to us. They were calling us to come over. So I almost told my units, because we had two missing porters. I almost told them, okay, let's go out, let's go save the guys, because people, my soldiers, asked me, aren't those our two comrades? Because they're in a UN pickup vehicle with our blue helmets. Well, we were unsure. But the fire was already spreading to the cab. I said, no, wait. At that point I said, even if they are our comrades, they are collateral damage. The word collateral isn't even finished coming out of my mouth. I found myself waking up underground, and I saw just a black circle in the sky.
What exactly happened in this village located about 20 kilometers from Uwakira?
First, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest sympathy to the victims of Karma and to all victims of This is not the first time this has happened. And I think that currently, if I'm not mistaken, the DJM and other members of the executive are meeting with certain organizations to explain a number of things to them. There are also cases that are already before the military justice system. We must wait for the investigators to do their work, and people should avoid jumping to conclusions.
As head of state, how did you feel when you learned about this tragedy?
For those who know me, of course it was heartbreaking. It hurts to see something like this. There is to say, but justice must be served. We have to prepare to find those who did this. Just as with all the other tragedies that have already happened. So the military justice system, we keep pushing them, urging them to move quickly so that we can take action. Often, it's difficult for them. There are certain areas where abuses have taken place that they can't easily access, but we make the effort. Often the army makes the effort to bring them there, to try to interview people, to investigate and all that.
So there are accusations being directed at the defense and security forces regarding what happened all in Karma. What do you say about that, Mr. President?
Okay, I see that this is really drawing a lot of attention. As for the accusations, as I said, we must avoid making accusations. Without
legal issue, they can be caught and imprisoned without trial for a long time first. But when another citizen has a legal issue, as long as they can hire 1, 2, or 3 lawyers, their case is quickly addressed and judged, while the poor person languishes in prison first.
If this is democracy, I repeat, we do not want this democracy.